Hi everyone, welcome back to the session. So today we are gonna be covering up the questions of the Python that I have prepared it, and so let's continue with it, right? So actually these are the question actually most asked in the interview, and I will be discussing these questions. And from the very first question, actually the 13 total of the 13 questions, so let's see, hope that how much we can solve for today. And let's begin it, right? Why to waste the time? So first question is that init, what is init in the Python? So init is a Python is nothing but a method is automatically called when you create an object from class. So it's like a method, uh it's like a method, uh it's automatically called when you create an object from class. So you used to initialize the object properties or perform any setup when the object is created. And what is list here? So list is a collection of the Python that can hold items of a different data types. Guys, that what was the init actually? Second line says that they used to initialize the object properties or perform any setup when the object is created. So used to initialize the object properties or perform any setup when the object is created. It's like it helps object to build up the things very easy. So that's why. So automatically when called you can create and use to initialize the object properties, perform any setup when the object is created, right? So what was the list actually? So let's again go for it. So list can hold different items. And what is array? So array stores the same kind of items in that, and for that you have to import the array, and then you can use it like that. Now we can go for the third question here. The what is slicing in the Python? So slicing is a Python is a way to extract a specific part of a sequence such as a string, list, or tuples. So that's what. And sequence uh, bracket start, stop, step. So which means that the mile you can go, they have some that how to say, give the parameter as you wanted, and the output would be come for that. And remember one thing, that list index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. And the thing is that for the last one exclude that thing. So if you want up to 3, then go for the 4, the last step. And doctoring, what is the doctoring in Python? Am I right? Docstring, sorry, docstring. So special type of a comment used to document a piece of a code such as module, class, and function or method. It's like that the provides information about what the code does, making it easier to understand and use it. So it's all about the docstring is actually collection of the sentence that talks about the code and what the code is doing actually, and giving you the brief descriptions of the code. So that's what the docstring does. Unit test, if I talk about, so unit test is like it's the process of testing individual part unit of your code to ensure they are correct. So catch the bug earlier, easy debugging, and same save the time for you. Break, continue, and pass in Python. So which means that the break is that the stops the loop immediately and moves the next line of the code after the loop. And for this continue, this skips the rest of the code in the current iteration and goes to the next iteration. Documentary, sorry, pass. So pass is like dummy statement that does nothing and is used when a statement is systematically required but you don't want to write any code, right? So that's what. So dummy statement that does not nothing. And when a statement is systemically required but you don't want to write any code, that's what. And use of self, what is that? So self is a special keyword used in class method. Special keyword used in a class method. It represents the instance of the class and allows you to access the attributes and method of the instance. So it represents the instance of the class. Means for an example of a class, and allows you to access the attributes and method of the instance. Right? Attributes are, what are they? So attributes are like variables associated with the class or an instance of the class. So attributes have many parts like global, public, and protected. So global is attributes means that are defined outside of any class or function and are accessible throughout the module. And module package is like a single file that contains functions. Now coming further, actually in other question that we have, so module and package. So module is like a single file that contains function, classes, and variable. So to organize your code it is used, and to reuse code in different programs like that. For an example, maths util.py. Yeah. Package, collection of module organized into a dictionary. So package, collection of modules organized into a dictionary. So to organize related modules. So collection of module called the package right here. So that's what, guys, we have discussed these things, and some of the questions are going to be left out, but we'll sure that I will be showing that tomorrow I will be finalizing the things, and that tomorrow itself we can go for the revision part of it and try to understand very easy way again and again. So far that what we have seen, that self. So self is like at self, what was the self, right? So self is like a special keyword used in a class method, right? So what it was doing, so represent the instance of a class. So self represent the instance of the class and help you out to access the attributes and methods of the instance. So instance of the class, it represents the instance of the class, means that it represents the examples of the class, and that helps you out to assess the attributes and method of the instance. So it helps you out to assess the method and attributes of the instance. Break is like nothing but skip the current and go for the other one. Continue is like the skip the rest of the code in the current iteration and goes to the next iteration. It stops the loop immediately and moves to the next line. Skip the rest of the code in the current iteration. Dummy is like the things, and unit test is easy, that we are actually testing the part of a code and trying to figure out that is it running really good or not. Docstring is like the sequence of a character, which means that it tells you about the code, that what kind of information is it and what kind of code it is all about. So gives you the information of the code actually, to be honest. Slicing is part of the Python that helps you out to extract the specific part of the actually list, you can say. So that's what part of the sequences. So list and differences. So list actually you can store the different data types here at the same time. If you go for the another hand, that you can go for the array, then that stores the same type of data types only. So array is really helpful in dealing with the large number sets of the numbers set of the numbers. Init method is automatically called when you create an object from class. So we have seen that the self is like a keyword, and it's an instance of the class, and that helps you out to assess the class attributes, and that's all. And in it, like when you create object from class, then it is initiated used to initialize the object properties or perform any set of things and all for the object creation. So in it helps out to, you know, actually help you out to build the object in a very good way. And that's the reason that it is initiated when the class object is created. So that's what, guys, that's all of my time for the today, and see you in the next, catch you in the next. Till then, bye, peace.